Guess what? Guess what? Guess what? Come here, come here, come here, come here. I'm going to review some box art for video games. Yeah! Yeah, that's right, the return of box art reviews, one of my favorite series I used to do, but I stopped doing out of nowhere. I don't know why, I just never had the time. But now, guess what? I still don't have the time, but I'm going to do it anyway because that's what I do. I just do stuff because I do it. So, I left off at 14, so this is episode 15, and of course there's nothing coming out this week. I wanted to do it last week because there's so much stuff coming out, but there's really nothing coming out this week, so you know what? I'm just going to do a time traveling thing like Doctor Who, and I'm just going to go back 1 week. I'm going to do all the games that came out last week on Tuesday, and I'm going to review the box art for them. If you don't know what box art reviews is, it's exactly that. I just look at the cases for games like you see in this picture right here. I just say, is it good? Is it bad? What I like about it? Because, you know, box art is something that you're going to be looking at for a long time for your games, unless you buy it at GameStop, which most likely you'll probably get one of their crappy little cover arts. By the way, that cover art sucks. Anyway, so there you go. I explained it. Haven't done one in a few months. Let's get straight into it with the first box art, which is SOCOM 4 U.S. Navy SEALs. Now, I haven't played this game. I probably ain't going to play it, so I ain't going to talk about it. Let's just talk about the art here. Okay, the art doesn't look bad. I mean, of course, you have one gruff military dude. Of course, he's probably the main character, just leaning on a wall going, yeah, I'm going to shoot people. And the other guy's like, yeah, I'm shooting people. And the other guy's pointing at someone. I don't know who the hell he's pointing at. And whoever he's pointing at with that gun, I'm pretty sure that's not good for all the other guys that aren't, you know, paying attention, because whoever he's pointing at probably could kill both these two right here. Just, you know, that's just a random thought. Anyway, the art doesn't look bad. I like it. It looks like in-game footage, kinda. I don't know. I have to get a little closer to see if it's actually art or anything, but it doesn't look bad. Doesn't really. You know, I like the color scheme. So, you know, I'm gonna say fine. You know, you have the SOCOM logo there. They didn't change that. It doesn't look bad. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Even though the game looks like shit, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Let's go on to the next one, which is The Conduit 2. And I'm just going to say this about The Conduit 2. It looks generic as all hell. It really does. First, you have the big Marine with the big-ass gun and the big heavy armor, and, of course, the freaking Master Chief helmet. At least it looks like that from a small picture perspective. And you know, he's just standing in the middle of fire shooting at whatever. And, you know, he's just standing on fire, it looks like. At least that's what it looks like. I don't know, maybe it's freaking alien guts, I don't know. But it looks like fire. He's just standing there like, I'm badass, I don't even get hurt by fire. And he's shooting some, I guess, alien, I don't know what the hell's in Conduit. Never even really bothered to care. The background, you have two other freaking generic stereotypes shooting in different directions, and you have foggy background, and of course the fire, like I said. It's stereotypical, it really is, and of course you have the eyesore of a single-player split screen and online combat freaking text in the back, in the bottom, which it doesn't even match the other freaking text on the game. At least it doesn't look like it on a small perspective. So anyway, this. Don't really care about it. Really does look generic, but the art isn't actually that bad for the character, so I'm going to give it a 5.5 out of 10. Let's go on to the next one, which is Portal 2. Now, Portal 2 is a game that I reviewed already. Go check it out if you haven't seen it. I'm not going to spoil what I thought about it. It was the video before this, so go check that one out. Anyway, I'm going to say it right here. The case is actually really good. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's fantastic, but I think it's really nice looking. Of course, you have that standard blue tint and blue look to the background, even though the environments in the game aren't actually blue, which is kind of weird. You know, I mean, you still have white and stuff, but whatever. I'm just going to leave it off there. The color scheme's kind of weird compared to, you know, how it is in the game, because everything's really like white besides blue. Anyway, blue is always like an attraction for gamers, I guess. Like, ooh, that case is blue. I want to buy the game. No. But anyway, yeah, of course you have the standard blue. You have the portals. You have the main characters from the co-op jumping through the portals. The art is, of course, great. The design for the characters is, of course, great. The background is very nice looking. I really like the case. There's just not much going on. So I'm just going to say I'm going to give it a 7.5 out of 10. It's not great, but it is good. I really like it. So let's go on to the next one, which is Prince of Persia Trilogy for the PS3. Now, I'm going to say one thing I don't like about this case is how they just slapped on the first 3 games as box arts on there. Like, they just like, oh, put them on there, put them on there, put them on there. There you go. That's all 3 games you're getting. Sure, fine, you can do that, but at least like maybe try to do it cool, try to make it look cool or try to make it look nice or something. They just slapped on the artworks on there and said that's what you're getting, bitch, buy our game. And it was like, it's kind of sloppy looking, but you know what? I do like the background to it, where the prince, he's looking all dramatic. Sure, that's kind of generic, but you know what? I like how he's like in the shadows and stuff, and in the background you have the Persia in the background. You can see like kind of like a city and a pyramid and all the sand going through the place. I really like the art in the background, and the front kind of kills a little bit of it, but it still looks good. I'm gonna give it 6.5 out of 10. It doesn't look great, but I do really like it. So yeah. I'll give it a 7 because I really like it. If I really like it, I shouldn't give it a 6.5. So I'm going to give it a 7. Screw it. Let's go on to our last one, which is, of course, Mortal Kombat 9. Now, I'm going to say right here for the art of Mortal Kombat 9, the box art, I love the box art for Mortal Kombat 9. I think it's great looking. I love how the art pops up at you. Of course, you have Scorpion, Sub-Zero, the main characters of Mortal Kombat, really. The two that are really, really memorable from Mortal Kombat. At least those two and Johnny Cage, but he's not on the case. So, anyway, I love the artwork for those two characters. I love the one for Scorpion more. He's in the background. He's all red. He's all cool looking. Scorpion's badass. Of course, he's shooting his freaking get over here thingy at get over here thingy. His chain with the little spearhead at the end, and Sub-Zero's like, oh shit, I'm fucked. And I love the artwork, I really do. I'm going off on a wild tangent here, but not much else to say. I mean, there's not much going on. It's Scorpion about to murder the hell out of Sub-Zero. The artwork's really nice. I love how they used the dragon in this one, because if you see, the dragon logo in the background, because if you look at every other Mortal Kombat game that has come out in the last couple of years, besides DC Universe versus Mortal Kombat, they always use the freaking dragon symbol as just the case and maybe a character in front of it. Remember Mortal Kombat Armageddon, where it was just the freaking head of the dragon, not even the whole freaking emblem? Yeah, kind of lame. So anyway, I really like this box art. I'm going to give it an 8.5 out of 10. And there you go. There was box art reviews number 15. I am back with box art reviews. It probably won't be every week, but it will be back. Don't worry. Maybe in another 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. I don't know, but it will be back again. Here's 15. There you go. Thank you and goodbye.